Hey traders, this is Ron Hayden at Market Tamer. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are doing great. As always, nothing in this presentation shall constitute a recommendation to buy or sell any security. Trading stocks and options involves risk, and specific financial issues should always be addressed with your financial advisor. The US stock market's going to be closed tomorrow, so this will be the last video for the week, and then I'll be back with you on Sunday with the weekend video, which will basically cover last week plus Friday. All right, let's kick off here with the Dow up 0.71%, new all-time closing highs. You didn't need me to tell you that. The bulls are just running wild, creating a new trend, even more bullish than we were before. Here are the Qs up 0.75%, also cleared the previous highs. Spiders, SPY, new all-time highs. Volume, it's falling back, but it's a holiday week. That's no big deal. IWM up 0.72%, but look how bad it's lagging. These are the all-time highs, and we can't even get above the highs from May. Overall, bulls get the edge. Now, I received a question, what is the seasonal scanner? Because one of the stocks I talked about, remember, on Saturday when I did that event, was the NASDAQ, NDAQ, and it was entering a bullish window. Well, it's already started to move, and then it dipped below the 20-day, got right back above it. Well, if we look to Saturday, which would have been the 29th, here's the 28th, that was the close on Friday. The 29th was Saturday. The stock went up to 97, and here we're sitting at 101. If you just take a near the money call from here to here, you're talking about $3.30 using a September at the money option. And now intraday today was worth as much as $5.80. That's 75% win in 3 days. And the data said that, hey, if the stocks enter these windows of time, this is when they're historically likely to rise. Well, let me just show you. This is going to be something we're going to look at tomorrow, plus a whole bunch of other stuff. Or not tomorrow, but on Friday. I'll be able to show you when stocks likely rise. They tend to dip, rise over months, enter pullback periods, and then rise again. There's literally a treasure map for arguably every stock out there. It's absolutely incredible. So when I show you these seasonal trade ideas from time to time at financials.com, it's extraordinary, and they just keep playing out. It's why one of the subject lines I like to use is, it just keeps working, because it simply does. As always, past performance is no guarantee of future performance. We always say that. And when stocks have these track records of 8, 9 out of 10 years going higher during these very tight windows of time or multi-month periods of time, it's just extraordinary. And that's what you guys keep writing back, like, oh my goodness, it just keeps working. So here we go. Top 10 stocks for July. We're going to do the summer as well. 2 days, not tomorrow. That's the 4th. Happy Independence Day. But it is on Friday, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. I'm not going away for the holidays, so I'm around. I know some of you guys won't be able to attend because you are traveling. All I need is the first 5 minutes of your time. I promise it'll be worth it. I'll be able to show you precisely the hottest bullish and bearish stocks for the weeks ahead. And then you're just going to be hooked. You're going to just keep listening and saying, oh my goodness. Anyway, register at the bottom of this email or the video, either way, however you got this video. And as of, I'm doing this video almost at 5 p.m. Eastern, I think we're almost at 400 or 350 of the 500 spots gone. And it's only been 24 hours. So maybe with the holiday, you guys are going to be around, but we're probably going to hit max attendance ASAP. Please register, again, bottom of the video or in the email. All right, let's get back to some stocks really quick here. Here is, we did NDAQ. I got an email from GRUB as I was preparing for the video. I'm like, hey, let's look at GRUB. GRUB, again, 145 in September, then down to 70, 50% haircut, then it got a little cheaper. It seems that 60 bucks is being defended for whatever reason right now. And once we poked above that 50-day moving average in orange, now it's getting some staying power. So if I zoom in here, we're above the 50-day, we come back into the 20-day, we bounce, back into the 20-day, we're bouncing. What really needs to happen though, even though we're starting to see a sentiment change because the 20-day is crossing up through the 50-day, that's a mini buy signal. We still have to get over this high here around 85 and the 200-day. If we get above the 200-day and take out a more significant swing high, which is right around 85 bucks, the tide could be turning. I know that's, $8 away, over 10% away, but that's what it would take to get GRUB looking more bullish. How about Kellogg, stay in the food industry, up 6% today. But again, just like GRUB needs to take out the 200-day and a swing high. If that happens, frankly, gap fills the target up there around 67.50. Here's Cargill. This is a stock I looked at, I don't know, about a week and a half ago. We had a big earnings drop. And I said, technically speaking, the gap fill at 23 is the target. Now look what happened. It's immediately reversing course. But, there's always a but. We still have lower highs. And I can still do something like this. Now, it's not perfect in terms of visual, but you guys get the idea. Still lower highs, still lower lows. Lower highs, lower lows. All we've done now is gone back up. We're basically filling the gap. But it would need to take out a swing high here at 30 to start to reverse this downtrending channel. Yeah, it's making progress. Volume's pulling back. It's just bouncing in a channel. So it is not looking bullish technically. Oh, not Wolverine. Oh, well, I didn't want to look at this one, but now we are. I mistyped. Here's WWW. Nice little volume pop here, but that was what? That was the end of the month. We did get above that high, so technically speaking, Wolverine would be a target of 30, for what it's worth. If it gets back below the red line, I would call that a quick stop out in my opinion. Now, the one I wanted to look at, WW, Weight Watchers, sticking with the food industry. Major haircut a year ago, 100, now we're at 20. And if I zoom in, you can see we're starting to get a little bit of a pop here. But here's the thing, even though we got this little pop, we still haven't taken out this swing high or this swing high. I would call this one the big one. That closes 22.96. The next day was 23.14. Call it, let's say 23 and a quarter. We'll add an extra 10 cents. 23 and a quarter, if we get above there, still over 10% higher, then the target is the gap fill. It's perking up, but really it's just in a trading range. And here is one I stumbled across, SBGI. I don't think I've ever looked at them. This is Sinclair Broadcast. But when I was just going through some different symbols on the movers and shakers list, I was like, whoa, look at how pretty this is. Look how that 50-day right there has been acting as support. Here, 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 here. If I wanted to trade this one bullish, I think from that visual perspective, a close below the 50-day right now would result in an exit. For whatever reason, they are paying attention to that moving average. Now, you could also make an argument and say, well, that's where it opens, they're defending it. Yeah, but look how it's crawling higher, and it just won't close below it. That's what tells me whoever they are watching that 50-day SMA. Amazing how often that seems to happen. All right, and lastly, again, 350 or so spots are gone, 150 are left. I still have emails going out tonight and tomorrow and Friday morning. There may not be any more emails Friday morning if we're going to max out. So please register at the bottom of the video or in the email. I'm going to show you the top 10 hottest stocks for July, August, September, right to back when the kids are in school. It's going to be worth your time. I only need 5 minutes to blow your mind, I promise. Have a fantastic Independence Day, and I'll be back with you in the weekend video, or I'm going to see you guys Friday at noon Eastern. All the best.